talk casually over the music.
Casual. Is it ASMR for like if you can't see us?
I don't know.
Or is that only for like mouth sounds?
I don't know. ASMR freaks me out because I do like
Mouth
some of it,
sounds.
but like mouth sounds.
Sorry.
Thanks for the mouth sounds.
You totally watch ASMR videos, I know it.
You know what? You're goddamn right I do. I
I
do.
know.
I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed. I kind of am. It's cool.
Mm.
What's up, guys? We are live. We can see our faces.
Our pretty faces.
Pretty
Mine's super
face.
close.
Well,
Hi.
new format. Who dis?
New background. Where are we at though? Look how long
Yeah.
your fucking hair is. Holy
Undisclosed.
cow.
What?
Look at how long your hair is.
Yeah, it goes down past my boobs. Which you can see my fun Dave Parker shirt. If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys bopping.
Dave Barker?
Huh?
Who's Dave Barker?
Do you say
What?
Parker or Barker? Dave Parker?
You said Dave Barker?
Dave Parker!
Parker.
Dave
Oh.
Parker!
I don't know who that is anyway.
Oh, he was
So I
on the
don't-
Pittsburgh Pirates like a long time ago, like in the 70s. He had this
Oh.
shirt that said, if you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys bopping. And it's
That's funny.
so gangster.
So gangsta for a
So
pitcher.
gangster. I mean, I think it's
Was
pretty
he a
neat.
pitcher? I guess it is neat. You and the boys bopping.
Yeah, I feel like I just love the word bop and you hate it so much. So I just was like, well, you know, I'm not saying I'm trying to piss her off, but bop. Bop's a good word.
You're not wrong.
I don't know why you
Bop.
hate the word bop so
I don't
much.
hate bop, but it's just. It reminds me of like the. That's like one of the. Well, that's not the worst era. 50, pretty much 20s through 50s sucked. Maybe I don't like any of the clothes and nothing fun happened. Like there's a war, but nothing cool.
Nothing cool. War's pretty awesome.
So
Well,
not
I'm
that
glad.
awesome.
I'm glad that you are. I mean, I don't know. I've always seen that picture. It's not like I'm a huge fan of like Dave Parker. Like I just enjoy the shirt. I feel like it's very on brand, mostly because that's what I feel like me and my guy friends do. We just cause problems and bop around.
Just bop.
Just bops. We're just bops.
Okay. I believe that.
I believe that.
You're a bopper.
I'm
You're
a-
a bopper.
You seem like a bopper. Well, the song Chantilly Lace that the Big Bopper sang. I always remember that song. We had a horse named after that because I'm a horse person. Here we go.
Number one horse girl.
Everybody already hates me.
Number
We're
one horse girl.
2 minutes into the fucking broadcast. Everyone's like, great. We got the horse talk starting already. Would you say that we have the horses in the back?
Well, I mean, what do you expect? Yeah, we do, actually. I have never actually listened to that song, just like the chorus part that's on all of the memes, and I fully listened to it last night. Both versions, original and plus Daddy Cyrus, and I still like it, so it worked out.
I'm glad you hit the full send on that one.
Yeah, I like to wait for a solid 3 months until nobody cares about the song anymore, and then listen to it.
And like, you guys, have you heard this? This is a jam.
Do you guys know that? So I'm like singing it around. People are like, you're weird. That died forever ago.
Yeah, I completely.
Story of my life, though.
You have some interesting music taste, and you hate mine. So I don't know. I want you to discover things on your own time.
Yeah, I do hate yours. That was a fun weekend when we were in the hotel because the hotel that we stayed at is so bougie. It had an Alexa in it, and which is not that expensive. The cool part about the hotel has nothing to do with music, but the Alexa, you could like call the front desk on it, not even call it, just be like demand things like I need towels, and she'd be like okay, and then there would be towels. So that was the bougie part, but there was music that played from it because it is an Alexa, and we had quite the battle between my Taylor Swift radio and your hood rat shit.
Listen, I only did Hood Rat
What were
shit
you listening to?
once. I listened to your like.
That's true. I did win the weekend. I will say that.
I mean, it's my hotel room, and she just took over the music and acted like I did not need uh, any sort of motivation to go and be in public for 9 hours. No, I think you should listen to sad music. I was like, did I break up with somebody? Like, I feel like I just got dumped, and because I've been listening to this sad ass music for like 2 hours.
Yeah, that is the bad thing about Taylor Swift radio is it gets real sad real fast, and you're like, why?
Because,
Taylor's like popular songs are not sad.
well,
Most
and
popular.
she like inspired Ed Sheeran to pop up, and I'm like, this is not necessary. So whatever. I was over it.
Yeah.
I'm still over it. I moved on to other things that I have been troubled by. And I was just like, yesterday I was having a really good day of Zen. I was having Zen day. I literally told all 5 boyfriends, I think I'm up to 5 now. I don't know. I just keep making up numbers, to not fucking talk to me before noon. Because I wasn't feeling it. Was not having it. And then I remembered I had a reading with my favorite astrologer at 2:30. So I was just like, number 1, Zen mode. And then like after all that, I like had a lovely meal at the Peanut. And then I get home and I start like reading stuff because I just read before bed now, which I shouldn't do. I read articles before bed.
Aww,
Like books are one thing.
that's cute.
Shut up. I hate you. But then I read this article last
That's
night.
cute.
Be quiet. I'm not
Old
cute.
man.
I'm not an old man. I'm just a Taurus and Venus.
You're reading
and
articles before bed, motherfucker. Yes,
I
you are.
know. Okay, I don't have a sex life. There. You happy?
You wake up at 5 in the morning and read articles before bed.
I know.
So.
I had to wake up because I was told I needed to wake up at 5:42 and meditate this morning. So I did. You tell me to go to you tell me
class.
because the alignment of some planets were like at the prime for the things that I'm trying to put out in the universe now. I'm a lunatic. Yeah, I've gone way.
We're gonna go into your lunatic day yesterday, but it's fine.
Well, the big part was like I just started reading things and getting mad, so I posted like a melodramatic Instagram story just because I was getting tired of seeing these fucking influencers are ruining this country, and I'm once again turning into old man by saying that.
I know. It was a long setup, but here we are.
Yeah, super long setup. I was screaming at the sky, but it just like made me so enraged that there's children out there that yes, they should in theory they should know that if you hang over a cliff, you have a high chance of dying, and you shouldn't do that just because your favorite Instagram influencer did it. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to say those things, but at the same time, it's 2019. We have to tell people like, hey, this is a birthday party for this non-binary person, and you can't tell them if they're male or female until they're 10. And I'm like, look, I don't know how to tell you this, but this is
what we're gonna start doing is like gender selection parties.
Yeah, because I think that was like honest to God a thing that I also read online, and I got mad like an old person. Yes, because even that I think it was Kate Hudson, I believe, had a party for her daughter or son. I don't know. I forget. Because they finally decided which gender they were.
Oh God.
So like I'm sitting here in just logical
I really
terms.
think that's where we're going.
It is. It's 100% where we're going. So I'm just like, okay, so we get to the point where there's so many things that you can and cannot say. Even down to the point yesterday that during my reading, my astrologist did not want to offend me to where she said, I don't know how to say this without just saying it and kind of sounding like very binary and not very inclusive, but you have a high amount of masculine energy on your chart. And I'm like, why the fuck would that offend me? Like the word masculine is triggering to people. Like the word masculine is triggering to somebody when describing masculine versus feminine energy.
I don't get it.
I don't either. So once again, living in this like very powder coated world that everybody thinks is normal, and they think Instagram is real life, and people grow up like that because their parents don't do a good enough job saying this isn't real. And so now people were getting bullied by a certain influencer, like I think it was a travel influencer, and they were like, so
Okay.
this girl freaking committed suicide because she was getting bullied by an online community of people that were supposed to be spreading like inclusion and happiness. And I'm like, okay, I'm fucking out.
Holy
Like, and so I went back and looked at all these people because I'm just a creeper, and I'll send it to you, Megan. I don't think anybody else cares, but I went back
I
and looked
can't
at
wait.
all the people that like were like preaching this love and light stuff, but yet when this girl just tried to ask a simple question or like get involved with the community, they all like destroyed her verbally, and I'm like,
Hmm.
oh. And they're like, we don't collaborate with people with under this amount of followers and this, and this, and like basically we're
Mm.
just like you have to pay me in order to like get an ounce of my advice. And I'm like, are we really coming down to the point where like even a couple days ago somebody asked me for my business advice, and they have lots of things that they could offer me. Like they were like, hey, let me know what you need, I totally owe you one, because the advice I gave them, shocking, worked really well because I know what I'm doing. So
Right.
I was like, okay, I would love merch from you and I would love all that stuff from you, but you know what? I don't need anything from you. I just want you to know that if you ever need advice or if you ever need anything, we're a team, and vice versa. If I ever have anything I want to ask about something, let me know. Like whatever. I just collaborate with people. It's not that hard. And I feel like since you're in the creative
Right. Right.
community with your cosplay and everything, you do a lot of collaborations with people, and you're not like, don't talk to me. You don't have enough followers. Like what?
No, it's very much that way. Like, I know that I am incredibly limited right now because I don't have that many followers. And vice versa. Like, there's a girl that I really like, and she's like 19, I
Mm-hmm.
think. And she's a very, very popular cosplayer, but she does kind of the style that I do, where like you throw together cosplays like really quickly. It's not so much the crafting for
Okay.
months and months and months kind of cosplay. And so like we're on the same vibe, and she like will not even look at your profile unless you do something for her. So like you buy something from her Amazon wish list, or you like request her to be a guest at a certain cosplay event or whatever. Like so that way basically they'd be paying her to go to that event. So like she will not do it for anybody under that, and like she'll DM or she'll post about collaboration sometimes. And she's like, only if you have over 100,000 followers. I was like, okay.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I unfollowed her for a while because of that, because she was that kind of asshole, and there's a lot of people that are. Um, they're trying, a lot of people are trying to change that community to be more real, and I think all of Instagram is, as a whole, trying to be more genuine, or I've started only following those people, I don't know.
Good call.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, you were very upset about this girl dying over Instagram, and we've talked about it before. How much like it's got to be a higher cause of death than a lot of things, like shark bites or something. I don't know, shark
Yeah.
attack.
Well, I think it's so upsetting
Like, I think
because
it's got to be up there.
no, it definitely has to be up there because they were doing that. I can't remember what it was. I think there was like a death toll that like it was on the rise for sure. But they did an article, of course, on
Hmm.
Daily Mail, of all the people that are dying because of these photo opportunities. And it's like I'm not even like
Yeah,
that upset about. I mean, I am upset about the girl dying, but it's like what I don't understand is why these people like it does not make sense to me to perpetuate this idea that your life is 100%. And I know that like I'm guilty of it, but like yesterday, the reason that I like even had such an intense day yesterday is because I finally admitted to myself that the reason that like I didn't tell anyone that I had cancer for so long is because I didn't want people to think that I was like weak. And that is the most ridiculous thing in the world.
right.
And it's like we do so much to like pretend like everything's good and everything's fine, but in reality what brands really want more of is authentic people.
Yeah, for real. And I think we're getting there. Like, there's a lot of fitness accounts that I follow that they don't airbrush or filter any of their stuff, which I am not to that level yet. I will admit that I touch up every single photo I post. But like they're out there, they're genuinely, and like even brands, like for a lot of the fitness leggings and like the shorts and stuff, they won't edit the cellulite out. And these are like fitness models, like they're in shape, but they still have it too, you know?
Oh,
And
totally.
so we're definitely moving back. Like we went to the far extreme of everybody's got a white bedroom, which is impossible to have a white
Oh my
bedroom
God. Uh,
unless you live by yourself.
I don't
I don't know.
know. I had like at one point I had like a white and teal and dark gray, and that was when I was out West Coast, and I it was only me. But I was also working in
Yeah.
the horse business, so I was covered in like horse. I just would literally just get down
Ugh.
to like my underwear, just throw my clothes in the garage every time I got home. I'm like, I can't
Right
walk
at
into
the
this house.
door.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, I'm
Yeah.
too dirty for here. Like my bad. But no, like that's the authentic part is what there's so many people that think, oh, well, you guys are just living your best life and just showing us highlight reel. Well, we don't really like, we're not together like every waking moment of the day, but I'm sure if we were, we'd probably start showing you more. It's just that when we're around each other, it's either an event or like some sort of sit down meal that we're having or something bougie and extra that we're doing. So we just, I mean, you're going to see the highlight reel of
Yeah.
Megan and I hanging out and all the events we do. But on our personal pages, we show you a lot.
Hmm. And we try, and we both have admitted to ourselves, like not out to you guys because you don't care, but that we do need to do a better job of like not showing only the highlights because it tends to build a fake thing. And like I've talked about it before, that's exactly, this is kind of going back to the editing thing, but
Mm-hmm.
why I can't use Snapchat anymore, because if I'm there, I'm using those filters, and I swear it sounds so stupid that you're like, I forget what I look like in real life, but you forget what you look like. Like, oh yeah, my skin is not perfectly glowy. That's right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I think we went to that extreme, and I think we're slowly bouncing back to get to the more real. But there is obviously a huge, long trickle down effect to get to that level, and kids are so influential. They don't know. I just posted on my story the other day about that old man for Six Flags. Way back
Yes.
when they had that commercial, that old man dancing in front of the
Yes.
Six Flags thing. And he's not an old man. And my whole, up until right now, and I am not a child, did not know that that was not an old man. So I mean, I watched that late into my teenage years, and I didn't even realize. So, like, kids don't know. They can't possibly discern reality
No.
versus the games that adults play.
That's
So,
very true.
you gotta be careful.
You have to be careful and more or
Brandon said,
less.
now you like fake pics. I love seeing you hail damage. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Yeah, nobody likes.
I was reading a comic. Go.
No, I was like, that's exactly it though. Like, who wants to sit around and look at the shit that like we can see in magazines that lie to us and try to sell us shit? I think the most powerful thing that you can do in this day and age is truly love yourself for who you are and be honest with yourself about who you are and stop trying to be something that you're not. Like, I don't know, a fucking fitness or fashion blogger. Like, I don't know. Like, there's people that
Right.
like are honest to God thinking that if they post an outfit and use all the right hashtags that they can have this dream career. It's like, no, it takes a lot of work. Like, you have no idea how much work it takes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I have 12,000 something fucking Instagram followers, and I don't know how that they have not all dropped off because all I am doing is talking astrology and bullshit. I'm not as naked as I was like not that long ago. It's like, it's weird though. It's like I started losing weight and like getting like better and more healthy, and now I'm like, hello, I'm a nun.
Right.
Just it's cool.
I don't know. It just, well, you're in Zen mode, so.
I'm in Zen mode and I'm not like thirsty at all, and I just don't really care about most people's feelings lately besides my own. I'm just kind of working on
Well,
that. Like, my
with 5 boyfriends, who can be
I know,
thirsty?
like I don't have time for it. There's just too many. I just love this narrative because when I was at the Peanut yesterday, someone was like, yeah, I've been listening to the show because I finally gave him my card. Like, I told this guy that I was a cashier at Target for like 6 months, and finally he figured it out when I think somebody else told him. I don't know. And he's like, so what is it like day to day juggling that many boyfriends? I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you're asking me this. Just out in public,
Hard.
like, it's wonderful. These strangers around us definitely need to hear about it. It'll be fun. But yeah, I just know, like, I've been very Zen mode, but I got very unzen in the last 12 hours. And, I was also warned about that. There's a lot of things going on with a lot of planets crashing into each other. But there was the shit that I saw this morning. This afternoon. I sent it over to you because I did not realize that there was another fucking article by the Kansas City Star about Tyreek Hill.
Mhm. Yeah. I didn't know that either until I saw. Well, no, until you sent it to me. But you were the first one, so.
Woohoo!
Vahe. Is it Vahe? Vahe?
Yeah, Vahi. Let's call him V.
V. Gregorian. It's a power name.
Yeah, it is because.
He's a.
Oh. Go ahead.
What?
No, I was gonna say something really
for anybody hearing this, we're on Wi-Fi, and so it's not as smooth as it usually is.
Yeah, like my end's all right, but it's not picking up. I mean, it's picking up the sound perfectly, so we're gonna have like an incredibly clear podcast like we had on Monday. So it'll be really nice to listen to. But like watching it right now is a little bit butchery, and we're sorry, but we still love you.
We still love you, and I'm in a new location because my computer blew up again. Yay!
I guess we kind of didn't tell anybody that part.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was on my Instagram story that my computer is broken. It did the same exact thing it did last time, so I know what's wrong with it. But I just have to send it all the way back to them again.
Well,
so
I can't wait because this means that we're getting Glitter and Gains like actually back in the gym nonstop and not playing League. You're just going to be living there.
That is true. I went to the gym this morning because I couldn't game, so I guess I'll be skinny again.
Ugh, it's so annoying. Whatever.
So annoying.
What's annoying is people have been talking about barbecue on my timeline all morning too. But anyways, back to the Kansas City Star.
No, sorry.
We had just like I thought we understood as a city, as a fandom, that we were done with the Tyreek Hill shit until anything else further comes out from the Chiefs or any other member of the organization. Roger Goodell even said, like, I'm not mingling with it. I'm not messing with it. It's cool. You retweeted that. You broke that news on Saturday to us. What? Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Duh. I should have done it. I didn't make the noise. You turned off your ESPN sound. I'm proud of you.
No, I didn't. I just turned my
They were not
sound
on
off.
all weekend.
Yeah, they were. I just had my phone on silent because I had all the people that I need to talk to there. So literally, good God.
Sorry to the other 4. Oh.
Anyways, they were not ignored. They were fine. God damn it. Yeah, let's talk about Tyreek Hill's messy childhood when you guys could just talk about my messy current life. Like, this woman is...
Okay, so the Star...
Yeah, we have to go back to the Star. We have to finish this fucking conversation. Okay. No, the ADD is so bad. No, but I just saw my favorite people on the timeline getting mad, and I'm like, oh, fuck, what did they do again? Like, what did the Star come out with now? I'm like, there's no way possible that they could be fucking beating a dead horse. No offense, Johnny Cueto. But, like, goddamn. I thought this was done.
Yeah, it's not done. Well, like, and that's the thing. Like, the article that he came out with, so basically, Vahi V, went to Tyreek's hometown and kind of delved into his family's past and his friends' past, which his family, spoiler alert, is not exactly angels. So he was bringing all this all up, and honestly, like, if he had published this a month ago when, like, all of this stuff was breaking, obviously he didn't have it yet, but, like, if it had come in when all of the Tyreek stuff was happening, like, okay, maybe it's a bit deep, but it's kind of all stuff that I've been watching too many court shows, and, like, all stuff that would come up in your lawyer's case. So it fit in then, but the timing now, a month later after everything's died down, like, we're just like, Chiefs are dealing with it, whatever. It's bad.
Exactly. And I don't know, like, what person has that much, who approved this guy to go to Tyreek's hometown to basically stalk his family, bring up old memories when this whole family is trying to heal from this situation and they're just trying to move on from what has happened and the fact that we're going to have some more kids here that do not need to be raised by this woman and
Right.
it's a huge stressful situation. And I am honest to God surprised the Chiefs have not pulled the Stars credentials. Like I get that we don't have any other paper in this town, but fuck that shit.
In this
Like get
town.
out.
I agree, and I don't know if they can go that far as to do that.
No.
Like, I can't imagine that the Star. I don't know. I can't imagine the Star impacts the Chiefs' money in any dramatic fashion that, like, them being like, no, you can't come anymore would really hurt the Chiefs because that's all they care about is money. Like,
Right.
and so that's why I'm trying to think like financially. But then they do have the whole like they do the whole Sunday Chiefs thing or Saturday Chiefs thing. So like, I'm sure it impacts them enough that they're probably never going to pull the credentials. But you'd be correct. Like they have not been even remotely kind. Like there hasn't been a like, here's a nice redeeming story about Tyreek or I don't know. Like, and the Chiefs PR is working freaking overtime to literally bury this as deep as they humanly can by bringing back a new player every week to give a one-day contract. And
That's the most brilliant thing you could possibly
what was
do.
the
And
other
I'm
thing that
like,
they just did? I know the draft, but
no, they had the draft and then they had like they would do the digital shorts with the new draft guy with the new players and they had Debo, they had DJ, they had Jamal. Like they are bringing back all that. And you make an incredible point. The Chiefs PR team is doing exactly what they should be doing. People are like, oh, well, Gat, you're in the media. Don't you think that there should be freedom of speech? You're damn right I do. It's freedom of speech, sure. Freedom of lawyers to fucking sue your asses for defamation of character. And I don't know, is there like, can we just do like a flagrant fucking not minding your own goddamn business? I would like a fucking full profile on every one of those star writers of their troubled fucking childhood. Just because you're a public figure that is involved in something that may or may not be true and that has yet to be proven in a court of fucking law, you think it's okay to pull up somebody's past and their parents' problems? Like, would you do that to somebody that's been kidnapped? Like, oh, this person had it coming because guess what? Their parents, yep, they were also huge victims of blah, blah, blah. No, what the hell? Like, did you run out of things to talk about? Because I could give you 100 things in Kansas City to talk about that you guys aren't covering.
The Star, yes.
Good, but I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I think you can
They're
tell.
going down. I mean, print media obviously is. Yeah, I can tell that you're pissed. But they're going down. You just told me that they don't even own their building anymore.
No, they're now renting
Star,
their
right?
own building. I like the Star. I think it's a great.
Yeah.
I think it used to be an incredible publication, and it was the starter career of so many incredible writers and so much talent across the nation. And there was nothing but incredible people coming from the Star, and we were spoiled rotten. I think this push into the Chiefs. There are a lot of things that people don't know about the Chiefs that are going on in the front office right now and that I happen to know about and a lot of people happen to know about. And there are people that are just doing their job and then getting in the middle of 10,000 other things that they shouldn't be doing. It's just a very vague and like weird time for them. So right now, the only thing that they're worried about is keeping their image up, keep selling those season tickets, keep pushing the narrative of Patrick Mahomes is the next like end all be all and that he's going to be Mr. I mean, he already is trying to like push out JJ Watt for Captain America. Like everybody loves the guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Chiefs are going to do everything possible to keep that squeaky clean image while they can and push everything to the side. But it's like the Star is just so hell-bent. Why? Like, I don't understand what happened. Like, I understand getting to the bottom of things and truth and like things always prevailing. And, you're supposed to have journalistic integrity and all that stuff. And I think it's great. Go for it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I prefer having relationships and not always trying to like have an angle. So I think that's where media is going, is
Right.
redefining and redeveloping those relationships, because now that anyone can have a platform and anyone can say whatever they want about anything, the media has to be more creative about what content they're giving their readers or their consumers. And you know, you've seen people pushing from the Chiefs doing more fun, like video game style interviews where they're like, okay, tell us your favorite this, and this. Let's sit down and play Mario Kart. You know, like you see all that stuff because they have to be more inventive. Nobody cares about
Right.
reading numbers
Yeah.
anymore.
No, you're absolutely right.
I don't know. Maybe I just would care
And
more
I
about
mean, like
getting
I
a
said,
story.
they're doing a decent job.
Yeah.
Maybe they care more about what?
Oh no, I said maybe, you know, now they do care more about getting an actual story, and so that's what they're trying to do, is drive up some sort of narrative. But it's just maybe it was well intentioned, but I just don't know what part of going to his hometown and kind of like stalking him was really that beneficial. That's what I was confused about. Like, what is there to gain?
Yeah. No, there wasn't. And I don't know, like maybe, I mean, there'd be no way that he did it at the appropriate time and it's just now coming out, like that they just now got the clearance to publish it. I don't know. That would make no sense. I mean, he tried to not make it sound horrible. I mean, it was, but he did say, like, these are just facts and they don't necessarily apply to anything. But I just think it was all timing. Honestly, that article would not have upset me or anybody in the Chiefs world. I think it was published at the time when all of this was kind of coming to the surface, or even a month after Brooke broke the news. Like, there was a solid, a month, I think, between Brooke writing her article and then actual facts coming out. So even if it was put in that time, which was still a hairy time for everything, because, again, Brooke's timing was off as well. She should have waited a little bit, but whatever.
Yeah, well, that's
I don't
like
know.
that would have been a good buffer.
Not in tune.
No, not at all. No, and you brought up a good point, because there's a solid point of time that no other information was coming out and people were just mad, and that would have been like, okay, let's dive a little bit deeper into what might have caused this, if it's true, whatever. But whatever. I just don't want to see that shit like first thing when I'm like, yeah, somebody else brushed my hair for me today, I'm feeling good, let's have a great show, and then I'm like, ew. God damn it, V.
Ew.
V Gregorian.
And then you had to ruin it. And you know what else is just ew? That freaking Boulevard barbecue beer. I know that you were mad that people are talking about barbecue on your timeline, but that is literally still churning in my stomach right now,
No,
like thinking about it.
I'm just hungry, so I don't care. Like, barbecue beer sounds disgusting.
I don't get it. Like,
what?
They tweeted that they're like, is it a sauce? Is it a beer? Yes, to both. So now I'm like, are you drinking thick beer? Is it supposed to be a sauce? What?
Well, beer could be used to like
It's in a can.
marinate things, but I don't like beer can chicken. Yum.
Yeah, I use beer in cooking a lot. Yeah, absolutely. But like Boulevard's selling it in a can. Like you have to pop the tab to open it, and the picture showed it pouring on food. So I assume it's meant to be a sauce and not meant to be.
Oh my god.
Drink?
That's intense.
I don't know.
I'm excited. I don't know. I'm not gonna drink it. I mean, I'll
I'm
probably
very disturbed.
that as somebody like the textures thing. Not sure how I feel about that one. Either way, you know whose bitch ass couldn't drink it?
It's making me sick. Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
That was so embarrassing. So embarrassing last night, Aaron Rodgers.
What in the world, like?
And I love that Stafford came out. So what?
No, I was laughing.
Why?
Oh, because the Stafford, I knew what you were talking about. That's why I was laughing.
Oh, yeah. Well, because when Aaron couldn't do it after, I can't even say that other guy's name. Ba
Tiari.
Bakhtiari? Is
Bakhtiari.
that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so. Bakhtiari.
Bakhtiari? I can't say it. He's a fucking beautiful man. That's all I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I Yes, sir.
Do we need to give
He
you a
downed
minute?
2 beers. Yes. He downed 2 beers, throws it over to Aaron Rodgers, who's across the court at the Bucks game last night. Aaron Rodgers, I can't judge him because I also can't chug. But he does a pretty horrible job of chugging that beer. Like, if you can't chug, just don't do it. Just be like, haha, cheers, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Does a horrendous job. They go back to the beautiful man who downs another one for no reason. Why does he have 3 beers? That's not even allowed.
That's not even
and
allowed.
So I was like, okay, I can kind of write it off. Like, well, they're not allowed to have more than 2 at a time at a sporting event. That's like a rule. But anyway, so I was like, okay, whatever. Like, you're a little white boy, Aaron Rodgers. You know, a quarterback. Like, you can't put a quarterback against I don't know what his position is, linebacker?
Offensive lineman, yeah.
Offensive lineman. Okay. So, like, I get comparing those two. One, linemen party harder, probably. So, whatever. But then Stafford does his own video from home and completely demolishes one. And so I was like, okay, well, now you have no excuse at all.
Yeah, none at all. Like, the video was so funny that it was like,
No.
the background was Aaron Rodgers not being able to chug, and then Stafford's like, look what I can do. What up?
Right. And he had a big, big glass. Like, that was a lot.
He was a tall boy.
A tall boy. And then Christian Yelich, who's a baseball player, also did just fine afterwards. And they threw back to Aaron Rodgers, and he did the whole, like, no, I'm not doing this again thing. And Aaron came online to say, he's like, if it was bourbon or scotch, something. I was like, you're going to chug scotch, sir? Is that what you're trying to claim right now?
Did his brother jump in and say, okay, you're a dickhead, though?
Right. Oh, my God. If Jordan Rodgers had come out with a chug video, I didn't look for that.
Oh
now
God.
I have to.
Now we have to, like, immediately. Like, I'm stopping what I'm doing.
To Jordan to make him do it.
Like, I wonder if he did. Jordan Raw. I wonder if he said.
Even worse if Andy, Jordan's girlfriend, did it. Like.
Yeah, Jordan Rodgers hasn't tweeted since like a day ago, and hasn't had an original tweet forever. I guess he got caught wearing capris, and somebody tweeted him, "It's like, cute outfit, bro," and he's like, "What up? Whatever. I like to show off my ankles."
That's a popular dude thing, and I don't know how I feel about it. Is the man capri? I don't not like it, but it just feels uncomfortable to me. But then I showed it to a couple guys, and they're like, "Yeah, I would wear that." And they were like, "Bro, like I just wear jeans and a t-shirt, guys. Like not even fashion-y guys." And they're like, "Yeah, I would wear that." I was like, "They're like, our ankles get hot. Is that a thing?"
I'm just gonna tweet him, "Hey, can you chug beers, okay, or nah?"
Please. I'll favorite and retweet it shortly when the show is over. But
sorry, I'm just doing
I'm not
this.
a true Casey person, David. Rude.
Oh, what does that mean?
Rude.
Oh, true Casey person. No,
I think that's
not.
when we were talking about the barbecue.
You just don't want to. You're not a true Casey person because you don't want to chug
Sure.
like sauce. Only true
Barbecue
Casey people will
beer.
understand.
I couldn't even do it if I wanted to.
No, you'd die.
And they partnered with a barbecue that I've never heard of.
Who was it?
I don't know. I don't have it pulled up. So I probably shouldn't have thrown that tidbit out there until I was ready.
Fucking flagrant
Hold
journalism.
On, I'll find it for you. I know. Wow. I should work for the Star now.
Yeah, honestly, can somebody hire?
I should really stop blaming the Star because we have friends that are
Look,
Stardians.
I love Jeff Rosen. He's incredible, and he's done a great job. So this is no disrespect to Jeff Rosen. It's all disrespect to bad opinions getting out there. Like, hey, we should stalk Tyreek's family. It's just not. It's not a good look.
It was. No, it was not a good look.
You asked in here like, where's Danica, and I tweeted something really rude last night, and I said
Okay.
I would drink beer like that too if I had to fuck Danica, or I'd like be like that too if I had to fuck Danica, because I just imagine fucking Danica is like just being hit in the balls repeatedly, and then she like crashes and sets something on fire.
Okay. I just don't think that she and him could possibly even have sex. Like, girls that are like built like Danica, they're very bony. And I just like would be ramming into a wall, I think.
Yeah, because he's kind of a big dude.
I don't know. Yeah, he's a big, I mean, like, maybe they can only do it like from behind. She has some ass to an extent. But like from front, like that would hurt. You're gonna walk away bruised, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know about that life.
And she's just such a bitch.
But
that was where I was going with it.
She's a bitch. Yeah.
I have no problems with her body.
I
just think she just seems like such a fucking bitch.
Oh, she's a perfect human. I just don't think it's perfectly built for sex. Not a perfect human, but perfect body. Like, I want her body. But
you get bruised.
She is a bitch, and I don't think she sucks dicks. She does not suck dicks.
Maybe early in her career she did.
True.
No shade.
She has thin lips too, so like I don't know.
I do not understand that at all. It is 2019. Buy yourself some fucking lips.
Okay. I think it's scary though, because you can't really like test that, I don't think, and a lot of people go too far.
True.
What?
I said true. Just
true.
I mean,
true.
Life's too short to have bad hair and fucked up lips. Little
right?
lizard
if you've got
lips.
money, like come on.
I know. She definitely does. If I like folded my mouth, I know. I'm like, hold on, let me tuck my lips in my mouth. I was even like, I want bigger lips, and you're like, no.
You don't need bigger lips. You don't need bigger lips. But we both agreed to Botox right here.
Yeah, we're like,
that's what we've agreed to. So if you suddenly see us like perfectly smooth,
don't be freaked out if you see me.
Thanks, recovery hydration.
Oh my god, right? Like, hey, it's fine, you guys. Our sponsor just gives us Botox, not because they told us we needed it, just because we asked for it. We don't want to be able to feel our face.
Yeah, asked for it. Here's what I want to know. So you can put Botox, like what the point of Botox is you're injecting poison into your body and your body's reacting and swelling up. So like it's getting rid of the wrinkles because you're just you're swollen, basically. Yeah. So why can't you do that on your boobs? Like if you only need a little bit, like you should be able to Botox that, right?
I don't know. Can somebody that's just so much fucking money.
You should be able to swollen them.
That's just a ton of money.
Yeah, but think about it. Like when it's that time of the month, your boobs get more plump, and you're like, yes, I'm content for 2 days that you get that. Like,
yeah,
I
you're
think
like,
Botox can do it.
Okay, we could do that.
Yeah.
Or you could just go and get a boob job.
I know that they do it on hoo-ha. They do it on the JJs.
Right, because it's a smaller area. That's what Botox is meant for. You're not supposed to use it in big areas.
I'm not like saying like stab it into my whole boob, but like.
What part do you need bigger?
I feel like they could do. Not well, like the side, like the inside part. So like they could do like a boob lift?
Yeah, but that would not work because then you would just have a spot with no like complex tissue around it to stop it from going, so it would just look like a lump.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right then.
It's probably why modern medicine doesn't do that.
Dump a whole tube of lip plumper on your boobies. That's true. I'm gonna try that.
Yes.
We'll test it with lip.
Ooh, get the clear kind so it's just like super shellacked, and you're just like, I'm just covered in oil. Don't mind me.
Yeah, look at my oiled body.
And don't touch me. It's very tingly.
Perfect.
I'm uncomfortable, but it's
Yeah,
cool.
you will come back burnt.
You will come back
Can you
burnt.
imagine like your whole chest
Did I
on
ever tell you the
fire?
worst thing I ever did to anybody? I am so sorry, Mom. Don't listen to this. Or anyone to listen to this.
I can already guess what it is. I'm so sorry
Yes.
to that dude.
My poor ex. I went through a
Okay, like
phase in I think college where all I did was like have like Victoria's Secret makeup because I don't know, I think I had a credit card or something I needed to max out. I was like, woo, let's do it. And so I went and got like every lip plumping thing that I could possibly find because my lips aren't big enough. And that was all, every single one of my lip glosses. And I didn't really think about it until one day I almost burnt my boyfriend's dick off. Yeah.
okay, counter argument. Wouldn't that be helpful as well? Plumping up the old shaftaroo.
Yeah, it's not really helpful when they are screaming and asking why on earth it burns. And I'm just like,
That's so funny. Who the fuck is blowjobs with lip gloss on, you weirdo?
I didn't mean to. It's like normally I think we would have made out and it would have gone away, but we didn't. So I'm just like, do. Yeah. So
Bold move.
it was a bold move.
So there you go. There's 2 lessons there. Number 1, be careful with lip plumping gloss. Number 2, don't skip the makeout before the dick sucking.
Yeah. Yeah. You just, I mean,
Could lead to medical issues.
you are preventing, only you can prevent forest fires. Drake.
Can you imagine? Like, ugh.
I was gonna say Drake looks like the type of guy.
What?
Drake looks like the type of guy to have gotten a couple lip plumping blowjobs before.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He knows the burn.
He knows. I think he's probably had every STD known to man too. But that's just. I don't want to like. I don't want to stereotype, but rapper
I
that.
don't think he fucks that much.
You don't think he fucks that much?
He seems like a very into himself, like homebody type. Like, yeah, I want you to think that I'm with all these. I mean, the dude bought purses for his future wife. And I
Yeah,
don't think he's out there sticking it in everywhere.
he's inappropriate and does nothing but like slide in DMs and get real shady. He did. He was like DMing with that Millie Bobby Brown chick from that one like Stranger Things, I think, when she was like 14. He was like full blown. They've been friends for like 3 years, and I'm like, ew. He just
But I
weirds
think
me
that's
out.
just, like, I think he's got a power complex that he wants to be wanted all the time. I don't think he actually, like, I bet you, is he a Leo? I bet you he is. I don't think he actually wants to get it in.
I don't know. He has a random kid with a random stripper that he only hung out with twice, so I think he fucks. So.
Wait, that's confirmed?
Oh yeah, that's what was confirmed last year. That's why the whole like Pusha T and like Drake thing. That's
I don't
why
know anything.
Oh, it was just like one of the largest talked about things on social media at school. I guess I won't tell Black Twitter that. I won't tell Black Twitter that you don't know this.
Here, okay?
You don't know this beef, okay? I will definitely not tell Kevo that you don't know.
I'm new.
I'm number one rap fan. Give me time. No, so it's fine. I'll
Okay.
tell it to you. So, Drake and Pusha T, like Pusha T's been around forever. Drake runs his mouth. Pusha T comes out and like completely destroys Drake and like brings up the fact that he has a kid with like this random hoe in Toronto that he knocked up after hitting her up on Instagram. But he's photographed with so many women and he's like in and out of so many different like I feel like secret relationship type shit. I don't know. He's just so much.
Okay. All right, so I'm wrong. He does fuck.
He definitely fucks. I just don't
So
think
is that okay? Pusha T, I don't know him. Is he a popular rapper?
No, he used to
or
be.
Or is he like underground?
No, he was very much popular a long time ago, but with his little ether of Drake, he kind of got some more respect with younger generations. So when he did that, he was basically just like, haha, look what I just completely destroyed you. And Drake just never responded to it. Like, he responded with a like
Okay.
notes he got in his notes app and like wrote up this little statement. And like, I just loved that meme whenever it's like, whenever you see the notes app come up, you know, somebody's about to like drop the hottest apology of all time.
Right.
And he didn't even
Right.
drop that hot of an apology. He was just, but he confirmed the fact that he does have a kid. So he's like, but he had an
Oh,
absentee father, so he didn't want that to be like his son's life. So it's just, it's sad, but at the same time, at least he's like there and like taking care of his son.
right. That is good. So he's had a beef with him for like a long time because that girl, the Bucks owner's daughter, was in a Pusha T T-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
obviously courtside, and knowing that Drake was going to be there because they were playing the Raptors. So that was, I mean, I know it was throwing shade at him, but I didn't know it was that old. Like that's a long time.
Yeah, it just, he just never. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to like. I mean, it's funny that she wore the Pusha T thing because then Drake just getting out, just being Drake as a person,
Yeah.
he completely and totally
So
just,
petty.
it was the pettiest thing I've ever seen. And to change it to her profile picture, I'm just like, I think he was trying to shoot a shot though. I don't know. It kind of struck me as
I think
that.
so too. She's hot
She's hot.
because he changed his profile picture to her, which was a hot picture of her, not even her in the shirt. It was just
Right.
one of the pictures of her. And he, like, when he posted about it, he was like, "Don't worry though, I'll still get you tickets." Like, you've been talking to this bitch, haven't you?
I just love that she was next to Aaron Rodgers. And like, that's why I always, if I could go to any sporting event, like, I'm not even sure I'd go to a Super Bowl. I, honest to God, would want to go to like a high profile NBA series matchup and sit courtside and just see all the drama and all the celebrities because that's going to be more fun.
So much. Well, they like they've got no. Well, obviously they have no barrier because the best seats, like that's the only sporting event that the best seats that a celebrity can sit in is down, like with the people. You know, like you're not with
Hmm.
the people because all around you's only rich people, but you're with the people, not up in a suite where nobody can see you. Um, and so that's crazy. And like everybody came. Like I said, Yelich was there. He's got a baseball game tonight. He was chugging beers. So I was like, hello.
Good. Make sports competitive again. If you can chug a beer, then I respect you as a man and you can go out there and play ball.
Excuse me, we're non-binary here.
Oh, I'm sorry, as a person of whatever gender you choose. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm like, totally, like, I
I can't believe.
can't believe what.
Sorry, go.
No, that's like, I think we're
No,
going
I
back to the
want to
same
hear
thing.
your
I
thing.
can't believe that, like, that's what we have. Like, that, if for those of you who missed it, if you're just like randomly popping in here, I guess I should go and share our broadcast again, which Megan needs to do as well. Um, and let you guys know what we're talking
Yelling at
about.
me a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were yelling at me before too. So there. But yesterday was total like Zen mode day. And not Venmo, but Zen
Mm-hmm.
mode. I think somebody thought I said
Ooh, I wish it was
Venmo
Venmo
earlier.
Day. Can we
If
have?
yesterday was
You can
Venmo
have
day,
Venmo Day. I'll have Venmo Day. Please.
I'll have Venmo day. Yeah, I mean, Megan, you just like
Okay.
buy her things and she'll love you. That's pretty much it. There was like
I
two
have
or
a
three.
pink Venmo card now.
What?
My Venmo card is pink.
Yeah, so it's like it just makes her happy. Just send her things. But we were talking about I guess it was like how I just needed a fucking break. So I took one yesterday morning. I didn't want to deal with people. People were annoying me. And I just decided, hey, I'm just going to chill out, do my own thing. So I did. And it was beautiful. And I talked to my astrologer for like an hour. And she's actually the astrologer for Cosmopolitan magazine. And people that I
Oh,
talked
that's
to,
awesome.
yeah, it was cool because you could just book it. And I forgot that I did because I may not have to be a bit high. I would have been very high when I booked it.
Oh my god.
But I found out that there's something that's happening that does not happen very often with many people, and it's actually something that rarely happens twice in your adult or in your lifetime. And there's like this 2-year period right now in my life that Pluto is going back and forth on like my horizon line, and that
Okay.
doesn't happen for people usually because Pluto is every 284 years they like cycle around. So for them to be in this
Okay.
spot more than once in a lifetime is really rare. Like, I don't know. She gave me like some
Right.
percentage of it, but I was like, okay, cool. So I don't need to be wasting time the next 2 years. Got it. But I
Right.
like the way that she put so many things was just, oh God. I want people to understand like astrology isn't like, ooh, this star says I'm gonna go do this tomorrow. Like that's not what it is. But it's kind of like giving you a blueprint
Hmm.
for how you are set up as a person and how you operate, so you can kind of as go through life knowing what's gonna set you off, what's gonna anger you, whatever. I mean, you don't think it's kooky. I think you think it's somewhat like introspective.
Definitely, yeah. Like I have not done as much research into it as you have, so like I'm still like kind of on not on the fence at all because I definitely believe in astrology, and that's like at least in creationism, and that's probably the wrong word, but like when we're born, like that it's completely influenced by all of the stars, planets, everything, because we're made of the same stuff that everything's made of. Like we're all made of carbon.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's gotta have some impact. Like when you die, the carbon that you were doesn't just stay in the ground. Like that's
Right.
not a thing. Um, so I believe that, and like I'm learning about it a lot more lately. But like you said, like about how if you're closer to the sun or the equator or whatever, all of this affects your mood and the way that you are and who you are, and even like evolutionarily, like down to your skin and your everything. So it's hard to not believe in it. Like people that don't want to, it's because they don't bother to look into it. They just see you like tweeting about you're not a Taurus, but being a Taurus, and they're like, whatever, like because they
Yeah.
didn't look into it.
Well, and I'm not like saying that this is how I'm operating, but I am saying that the more people in my life learn about astrology, the happier it makes me. And the more that I think they realize that like a it's not a phase. It's like I'm just not gonna phase out of
Definitely not
this.
fake.
This has been going on for a while, but like I've just been more and more uh fascinated by it because I'm also going to be starting working with one of your friends, Marianne, which as she's going to be doing like a tarot
Yay!
and like spiritual reading with me. So I'm doing this whole thing like spiritual healing because I
That's
honest to
awesome.
God don't think I can make it through another fucking football season being as angry and unzen as I was.
Well, you're completely different than you were a year ago, in a good way, obviously. Um, you've learned so much and grown so much with that, and found a peace and edibles, but also peace.
Yes, and you've been so patient with it because it's like Megan. I mean, if when people meet the two of us, I think it's safe to say that you're like the realistic one, unless we've had too much neon in our systems and vodka, soda, Red Bull, anything along those lines, and we just become both of us become ridiculous human beings, and nothing that we do counts. Then, um,
Good luck.
yeah,
No.
Godspeed.
Yes.
So like when
Alcohol Sprout steak does not count.
no, but with
No.
like sober Sprat steaks or as sober as you can get Sprat steaks, there are like
Yeah.
times that people are just like, Megan is just so reasonable and she just puts up with you and I just don't even get it. I'm like, ha, reasonable my ass. But then I'm like, yeah, no, she really is though. So I know that, people will get it. It's like, why is Gat just on this like weird path of discovery? I'm like, well, it's because I sucked for a long time. It's all good.
You didn't suck, but you were going through like a weird, not a weird transition, but like at the time, like it was a big kind of age milestone and
Totally.
life milestone, and like at home, like kids and stuff, like we're reaching a whole new chapter. So,
Oh, totally. And that's the thing
you
that
know,
people don't
had to
really.
figure it out.
You have so many more emotions, and it's not like when you become a mother. It's just when you are responsible for things outside of yourself, whether it be relationship, a career, an animal, anything. Once you have like responsibility in your life, it's really hard to like shut off like your worrying brain. Because as a child, because I talk to people and they're like, yeah, I was super anxious as a kid. I'm like, I was anxious only about things like I want my mom and dad to know that I'm okay. So as long as they know where I am, I'm okay. But not like, oh my God, I'm worried that the sky is falling. So it's like, I
Mhm.
never really experienced that until I became older. So it's like,
Right.
now I'm just like, this has to be because of crippling and ridiculousness of life, I guess. I don't know. It was so fucking weird though. I'm like, I don't remember being anxious as
Mhm.
a kid. That's not life. Like, come on. Now these kids are all fucking worried about everything all the
I don't
time.
remember that either.
Were you on edge as a kid?
It's scary. No. I didn't even like, I mean, like, kidnappings and shit happened when we were kids too, but like, I never once worried about like walking to school, walking to my neighbor's house, like, or like my best friend lived like 3 blocks down. Like, I would go there all the time by myself. Like, that never even crossed my mind. Like, oh, somebody might grab me.
That's so funny. Like,
I don't know.
you just don't, yeah, you don't think about that stuff. So now I have like 3 devices to get a hold of like with the same person. And I'm like, I have all these platforms and I'm like, okay, I
Mhm.
got this, but like we're in communication more now than we ever have been, but that's also not something that's been around for since the dawn of time. So people might like think that, oh,
Right.
these forces and stuff are things that are just, it's just because things are easy now. It's like, no, but the one thing that has lasted is astrology, the practice of it at least. And it's funny because I talked to the girl, her name is Eliza Kelly, and she was talking about how businesses are starting to be like, is astrology viable? Is this like, can we profit off this? Because it's so freaking popular right now that there's companies like
Very
500,
popular right now.
like 500 million something. Oh, my deaf dog is barking. This is awesome. I haven't done a deaf dog
Aww.
update in a while. She doesn't know that I'm down here, I
Bailey.
don't think, but it's all good. This is the first time I've had dog noises on the broadcast. What up, fam?
I know. I can't hear it though, so
Good. Well, as long as you can't hear it. I can hear it kind
if
of.
she's barking. Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of hear a burp, burp. She's cute. But like, I think that people
Oh.
just don't need to they don't need to like try to make money off of it or try to make sense of it. When I'm doing this stuff, just let me like tell you things about yourself and that's it. That's all I'm asking for.
Right. Well, I mean, it's a lot. It's astrology is not. Well, it's not a I don't. It's not a religion for sure because there's no God in astrology. But it it kind of falls under that same category. Whereas, like, if you believe in God or you're a Catholic versus Protestant or whatever, like that's your centering type of thing, and like you understand that if you go and talk to somebody and they don't believe in God, that you're gonna tell them or whatever, and then if they're like, it's not my thing, like you move on. So
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
So,
get why people can't just accept that with astrology.
oh my God. I feel like I should go tell the dog that it's okay, but she can't hear me either. So I can't just be like, Bailey, calm down. Poor girl.
Does she come downstairs?
Yeah, she like is fully functional. I don't know how. I think she can see out of a sliver of her eye because whenever she moves her head, she like moves her whole head to like look at something. So I still think it's funny.
Mm.
I guess
I was gonna say, bring her downstairs.
I know we could see her. Hold on, let me go see if she will. I'll be right back. You can just keep people updated with your brilliant being alone vibes.
Brilliant being alone time. She's leaving me alone. While she goes to get that, I actually do have talking points for once. The last time she left me alone was like episode 2, and this was our first time doing it, and I questioned the existence of ourselves, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm not going into that today, although it does kind of track with our current, I don't know, mode of talking. Gap chair stream is good, yeah. I actually was talking with I have a new fitness coach, and I was talking with him the other day,
Bailey,
and
come here.
he was like, all
You
mothers
guys can
die.
see
I don't
her.
remember how we got that.
Come here.
Oh, Bailey.
Come here. Maybe.
I'll see her in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you'll see her in like 10 minutes. Hi, Bailey girl. She's so cute. Anyways, we solved Helen Keller dog. She can stop freaking out now.
Yay.
Where is she?
She was lonely.
I know, but I mean, I feel bad because like she's such a good dog. Bailey, come here. Come here. I don't know if you can even. Yeah, you can see like part of her head. Sorry, guys. Camera's like way too far. I'd fix it. But yeah, what'd you guys talk about while I was gone?
I
I
still
can't
can't
wait.
see it. We're so honestly nothing. You weren't gone that long.
Oh, Bailey, come here.
Almost nothing.
Here she is. There she is. Hi, Bailey.
Oh, little baby dog. It's not a baby.
She's not a baby. No, I didn't realize that. I found out that yesterday. All white boxers, like she is, are genetically like mutated, so they actually have more health problems. So I'm like, oh, so it's not just like bad luck that she's deaf and blind.
Aw, that's sad. Well, it's kind of like an albino dog.
True. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about that being an issue. She is pretty small too, but she's calm now. She just needs to know that somebody's here, and of course she can't tell that somebody's here unless somebody like comes and gets her. Bailey the dog.
She's so loving.
Yes, I love her. So anyways, but no, like that this weekend we have nothing to do, and my dad was like, "Do you want to take Bailey to the dog park?" And I'm like, "Oh God, is that a good idea?"
I think she'd be okay.
What is she like?
If you took her to a big one, like not the one over here on Clavera, but that one down south.
But like, what if she doesn't come back?
She's going to come back. When has she ever left you?
That's true. I mean, she did leave. She
She
came
doesn't,
back though.
run, does she?
Yeah, she does. She gets really happy and just runs off. But she, like, or like not smiles. She smells her way back. She smiles her way back. That sounds like what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we were a disaster.
Wasn't it fun?
It was so much. Did you die? Being alive
Did
is
you die though?
Gat share stream.
No.
Oh my God, I'm looking at the. Oh my God, David, this is so funny. These moments are like Garth. What?
I don't know. I didn't understand that one either.
So yeah, what are you up to?
I was just telling them about how I was. What?
No, you were telling them what?
Sorry, this delay is killing me. I was telling them about how I was talking to my trainer yesterday, and he was talking about how all moms die. And I was just being my asshole self. I was like, I mean, you don't know that. And he's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, how? He's like, well, they've all died. I was like, as far as you know. Like, you don't know every person. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. So, don't throw blanket statements at me if you don't want to be questioned.
Honest to God, I don't know why he keeps talking to you. I feel like every time he does, you just chew his head off like I do not need to know this information.
That is true. I don't know why anybody talks to me.
Because you're incredible.
I'm not. I don't know.
Oh, whatever.
Somebody even said something nice-ish to me the other day. Like, they're like, you should, like, I really like this smiling picture of you. You should smile more. I was like, fuck off. Like, I smile plenty.
I can't wait for somebody to clip that. I like this picture of you. You look nice. You should smile more. Fuck off.
You, like, smile enough.
That's another, like, I don't know. Having somebody tell you all the time that you're pretty, it doesn't really matter if you don't really like them or like you don't care about them like that. Like, it's cute if like, thanks for the compliment, but okay. You're not who I want to hear it from.
It's old. Like, if you tell me I'm pretty every day, like, I know this is such an asshole thing to say, but if you tell me I'm pretty every day, like, I'm not pretty every day. I know that I'm not pretty every day. And so, like, when I do get dressed up and then you say the same exact thing, then I'm like, I put, like, fucking 4 hours of work into this.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
better fucking faint when you see me.
It doesn't mean the same anymore. Right? You better be on your knees crying. God.
I think they should be. They should be begging for you to even, like, being in the same room.
I agree. I also don't know why there has not been anybody, like, leaving me a trail of rose petals in the every room I enter.
That hasn't happened for you every
day? I would
day?
like a nice, like, mist of lavender. No.
Damn, okay. These are, I mean, fucking write down these tips, boys.
I give you all of the keys. It's up to you to put them together. It
Yeah.
doesn't happen. I did not know that we got to watch Gat selfie time. Nobody commented on that.
No, because who cares? They see me do it all the time. I'm not special.
They don't
Nobody
see you do
likes
it
me
all
anymore.
the time. Everybody loves you. Shut up.
I know. It's exhausting.
Everybody loves you.
Well, we have just, I keep,
So I want to know. Okay,
yes.
sorry.
You want to know, just go.
I wanted to know how the Zen reading thing works. Like, did you Skype?
Oh no, I just called her. It was
Or...
she's in New York City, but the number I called was like a Iowa number, so I'm assuming it's like a conference line or whatever. But you tell her like beforehand, like, and I originally told her I want to know like my future and career being in the public eye, if I really want that, if I want something like more low key, is that what I want to continue doing?
Right.
Because getting back out there is just difficult because you know, like, women are awful on themselves, and I'm sitting over here like I look like a dilapidated potato. Let's, you know, woohoo, I feel wonderful, but like in reality I look like the hottest
Right.
potato in the world. So I just have to remember these things, but like I just wanted to see if that's like where she saw my like career going, if that's like what I was set up for in life, like all of that. So that was the original plan, and then I've had some personal curveballs thrown into my life lately, and everything is happening at a like rate that I'm like not really been able to meditate on. And I'm just like, I would like some clarity on
Right.
this situation and this situation. And so that's what I did. I was just, that's what it ended up being. And she had so many questions about my life. And she's like, why did you do, like, what about this? And like, she even said there's a really strong problem in your health and wellness house, your sixth house. And you actually had two conflicting like signs, like screwing that up for between December
Mm-hmm.
2017 and January 2018. And I'm like, oh, so when I found out,
Can't imagine what happened.
yeah, okay. So it was that, and then also, you know, homeboy that I was engaged to cheating on me the first time. So it's like that was a really like bad couple months. And so it was like this
Right.
really weird point that I was like, that's not something that I publicized, like when I actually found out all that information, when I found out that my health was going sour, because it was right around that point. And so I was like, how the hell did you know that without even saying? She's like, that just looked like a really hellacious time. I'm like, cool. But it was more or less like kind of letting you
Right.
know like what things that you should actually take seriously and what things you should be paying attention to, and how astrology can help with
Okay.
knowing like your anger and your guidance. And I think that like people take it to the point where they're like, oh, this is just who I am and I'm not going to have to change anything. And that's not really the case, because I didn't realize how much astrology changes for you as you get older, and what parts of your life like
Mm-hmm.
become more like stable and everything else, and how like I didn't understand how you can measure your where your stars were when you were born to where they are now, because I'm like, I didn't understand like how that worked until I started trying to figure it out. And I'm like, oh, so you compare the two, and then it's the degrees and everything else that I suck at, like math, that are the problem. So
Yeah.
math is great.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's kooky as
That's
fuck to most
crazy.
people. And I got roasted last night at the Peanut, but I don't really care, boys, because
Oh no.
I'm not at the Peanut every night drinking my problems away. I do that every other night, and I don't drink them away. I'm just there. I had to have like some sort of
They're
like,
just
well,
there.
I know myself more. Like it was so stupid.
But you do.
I do.
You do. And like, not to toot your own horn, but there was a situation that happened over recently,
Yeah.
and you handled it a whole lot differently than you ever have, in a good way. Like, I mean, it's always been leading up, but you've been handling a lot of stuff zen-er. But
Madeline was like, this
specifically
is
that,
everything to me.
uh, yeah, specifically that, like, you have centered yourself and understand yourself so much better. Like, it's It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, that situation was probably the most I was like, hello, we're gonna fucking talk. So let's go. And you have to have like
Right.
communication is so scary to me, but then I found out through watching or to like listening to the Gemini Moon part of my life, um, the woman was like, literally the only thing in life that matters to you or like the only thing that will ever work with you is communication, and you love communication whether it's good
Right.
or bad. And I that's very true. Even today I got some really annoying news, but instead of like getting mad about it, I'm just glad I heard it so I have time to plan and deal with it, because I know how to like get into the right headspace. I know how to say, Megan, we're going on vacation from this date to this date and we're not going to be here. And then I know how to
Ooh.
say, we just have, other things to worry about rather than this stupid pain in the ass right now. So I'm going along the lines of just tell me what the fuck you need to say and I'll process it myself. And that's okay. I think it's like bad news, okay. Good
Yeah.
news, even better. Both, I need time to process. But just tell me both.
Yeah. And that goes back to like the whole hiding thing. Like, I think I like to think, or I've just surrounded myself with these people only that like everybody's starting to get more genuine. They're not hiding their feelings anymore. They're not trying to be. I mean, everybody's being PC because they have to be,
Mm-hmm.
but they are expressing themselves and communicating better as a whole. I think we're not playing. There's not as much gameplay anymore in the world. I mean, there still is, of course. There always will be, but like it's not as bad as I feel like it was for a while.
Yeah. No, and you've actually helped me become less worried about what people think of, hurting their feelings. Like if I want to say something, I'm gonna say it no matter what because it's just fucking real. And yesterday I was sitting next to this
Mm-hmm.
lovely mom and daughter, I think, or they just had really weird transference plastic surgery, and they both looked alike. But
Ah,
yeah, it was a little bit much. But like when I was sitting there, just listening to them talk, the way that they were cussing was so forced and so manufactured. They were like, yeah, well, yeah, fuck that. And I'm like, why are you yelling at me? And to be like, well, yeah, well, that fucking
oh God.
whore. And just like, really, it did not sound natural. I'm sitting there like next to someone that is like very, very professional human being. And I'm cussing left and right, like right next to them. They're not even flinching. And they looked over at me at one point and they go, I had no idea that one person could cuss so much in a sentence, but it just sounds effortless. Like,
Yeah.
it's horrible that I don't even think of what I'm saying. It's not for shock value. When Megan cusses, it's like a thing because I'm like, shit, she just said a bad word.
She said a no word. That's what I say the F word all the time.
You do, but I'm just like, I'm not usually prepared for it in an angry way. And so when you're like, yeah, fuck that, I'm like,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Honestly, yeah, I use it backwards. Like I use it more in casual speak than I do when I'm mad. Like if I'm mad, I speak properly, and when I'm not mad, like I just throw it in all the time.
That is the most accurate thing
So I
ever,
guess
though.
if I'm using it when I'm mad, I'm mad.
Fucking angry.
Let's talk about your fucking punctuation. Hmm?
No, let's not do that. I have been causing problems for everyone in my life lately.
I mean, how hard is a comma so that I can understand what the fuck you're talking about? Like,
that's exactly
it
like
would help so much.
my run-on sentences. And then I'm like, at one point I think I was talking about having sex with somebody, but I didn't like clarify who or like what I was. It just was like talking about fucking something, and you're just like, who are you, what are you doing?
What?
I haven't taken my Adderall
Yeah.
this week, so I'm sorry.
Oh, that explains a lot. Have you been watching The Bachelorette though?
I've been watching the highlight reels, so I'm doing that thing like how kind of like how you watch
Okay.
award shows. That's how I'm watching it. So let's go with these fucking Klingon men that she has found.
I don't know. I will say that like before the season, I hated Hannah B, and now that it is her season, she's being very. I know this is like the theme of the day, but very genuine. Like they're showing all of her like being awkwardness parts. And like she had to have approved that they showed that, so like it's kind of cute, like that she's being real with everybody. So I like her more, but the men that are there are weird. There's a significant amount of dudes that are there that are purely models, and they are only there for their career, and I don't think she sees it.
That's accurate. Very accurate. The
It's
one that
so
freaked me
weird.
out was like the guy that was basically saying that he was in love with her after spending like 4 hours with her.
Yeah, Luke. And he even admitted, like, he didn't admit it to her, and he didn't flat out say, like, I'm just doing this to get her attention. But, like, what happened was the guy that performed right before him is a singer-songwriter from Nashville, and he's very good. And so he went up there, and she loves him. And so, like, he clearly won the competition, and then Luke was right after. He was last. And then, so he's like, I don't have a talent, and I definitely can't beat that guitar guy, so I'm just going to go up here and say that I'm falling in love with you, basically for attention. And then he had to stick to it, and he did. He stuck to it, but it's crazy.
I have never had a guy fall in love with me that quickly. I mean, I think like temporary insanity, sure, but no.
Right. Like 4 hours. I mean, I'll give him a little bit of a benefit because he did watch last season, so like technically it's more than 4 hours because he did see her with some other guy, I guess. But
That's kind of what gets some people
it's a little
going.
weird, and it's weird that she liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have my biggest thing is, and I don't know why I care more about the boys than I do the girls, but when the guys come on The Bachelorette and they're like hot and in their late 20s ish and still single, I'm just like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean,
Like the
fair.
girls, I don't know why I don't think what's wrong with you as much because I don't know why girls are weird. You know, they don't go after it so much, but guys do. So them being single, it's a little bit odd to me.
Yeah, I can definitely see like just the strange be like if you're hot, like obviously you're not gonna have a hard time finding chicks. Like even cougars will like want to take you around and like be your sugar mama, whatever. So like when you're a
Right.
single older dude, you're just like, oh god. Because I've had plenty of those that are just fucking disasters, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. Thanks.
There's always something. But I mean, her guys are pretty young. I guess I didn't realize she was so young. She looks like 34, but
She
she's only
does.
24. Uh, yeah, she looks way older, but she's only 24. So all the guys on her season are young, and I'm just like, if I ever went on, I'd be like, if anybody's under 30, I don't even bring them. But almost all of hers are under 30. I think she's only got like one or two that's older.
I'm trying to like not.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like the age thing is so weird for me. Like I'm not used to not being like this like super cute, like adorable, like, haha, I'm 20 years younger than you. You're so old.
Right.
Now I'm
Right.
like somebody like relatively born in the same decade. I'm like, ew, this is not fun. I'm not cute anymore. That's my biggest
Yeah, I don't
problem.
know. I feel the same way. Like, you gotta be way older than me, or else I'm not gonna talk to you.
That
I don't
doesn't
even want to be
say
friends with people our age. We don't really have anybody. I don't know.
if you're like around our age and want to hang out with us, cool. Well, I guess we'll try it. I don't know. Older people are just so much more
I
fun.
guess.
They have
You better
more
be entertaining.
stories. They have more jokes. They have more money. They have more tolerance. They don't give a fuck about like how they act and how they look in public so much. They just relax and have a good time. That's why I grew up with older people. That's kind of like just my jam.
Definitely true. Yeah, I don't know. Younger people are a lot, including us.
Yeah,
Including
I
us.
like I wouldn't want to hang out with us. But no, like so the rest of this weekend,
No,
what do we have going on?
just kidding.
It's Memorial Day weekend. You're leaving.
I'm leaving. I'm going home to
Um,
Omaha. Good.
no, I was gonna say, like, do you plan on being at like a lake area this weekend? You doing anything cool?
No, all boring stuff. I have to go to my cousin is graduating from high school, and I have to go to his party. And then my other cousin is having her baby, and it's the first grandchild of all of them. So I'm sure it'll be a big deal. Whatever.
Yay! That's so exciting.
Yay! Yeah, I can't wait to spend my whole weekend at a barbecue and at a hospital. It's going to be so much fun.
You love hospitals so much,
And you know how much I love babies.
and babies
Just
are your
love them.
favorite.
They're so great. Not annoying. I mean, I feel like newborn babies really can't be upsetting because like they're wrapped in their little burrito blanket and can't do anything, so it's okay.
Yeah, they're super cute. They just wiggle and they're like, they look like aliens.
I hate the wiggle part. Yeah, I'm excited to see how ugly it is. I'm gonna lie to you.
Fucking dickhead. Excited to see how ugly it is. I can't wait.
Don't their heads always come out like deformed or
Like
something?
cones, yes, they do.
Yeah.
100%. Can't
Really
wait to
so
see
weird.
how ugly it is. I can't wait to never have another child, so you can't do that to me. I don't think if you ever, like, that would be the best dickhead thing in the world, though. Because, like, I was talking to our buddy Kovac this morning, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, I don't have any plans. He's like, yeah, I canceled all my dates this weekend. Oh shit, I probably shouldn't have thrown him under the bus like that. He definitely didn't say that. He was talking about how he's looking forward to this weekend, hanging out with friends and family, just chilling and not doing thirstiness activities. He's gonna murder me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I can't wait. Like, I have no plans. And so he goes, that's cool. And then I like the people that I was with last night, like I casually like panned over. He's like, you see a part of a motorcycle gang? Like, we should all hang out. I'm like, what the hell? Like, so now you want to hang out with my
What?
friends because they look like they're in a motorcycle gang? So he's like, yeah, let's do like a murder brunch on Sunday.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
okay, so now I'm going to murder brunch on Sunday.
That's awesome.
I don't know what murder brunch is, but
I'm
it's a new
excited for
thing.
that.
I'm just like,
Are they in a motorcycle club?
it used to be. So whatever.
They left it?
I don't know the specifics. They moved. I don't know. Do you like? Do you stay with your MC?
No, they're
Like,
universal.
okay, I don't know. I'm sure they still
Yeah.
are then.
As long as they have a chapter here, they just, yeah.
I don't know. I
Was
just
it a
like
bad one?
no, but it's just like it's one of those things that like I don't know how that works, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me call out this MC. I don't know. Like I
Oh,
don't know if
yeah.
it's supposed to be like secretive or something, and I've already exposed my friend's dating life, so
I
I
don't know.
should probably shut the fuck up.
Did they have cuts on? Did they have their motorcycle club stuff on?
No, they're just wearing like their normal clothes.
Oh, okay.
So
I
like,
want to know. I want to be in a motorcycle club.
well then just come to the Peanut at some point, and I'm sure we can like, I don't know, induct you. Well, you'd have to get your own motorcycle.
I will. I want to be in it. There was like when we were at the Golden Ox right across the street, they were having like a motorcycle meetup.
They were.
West Bottom's apparently #1 motorcycle people place.
I had no idea.
I don't know. I want to know. We have a lot of clubs here, like a lot of motorcycle clubs. So
Well, I
wanna
mean, it's a
know all
big
about
city.
it. I wish I could go to Murder Brunch.
Well, you're welcome to join.
I can't. I have to go home.
I know, but I'm just
To
saying, like,
Omaha.
just leave super, like, wow, cool baby, and then just run off. We'll still probably be there. Murder brunching.
My sister said, no booze for you when you get home since it'll be so boring. Seeing you will not be boring, Alexis Lynn.
Aw.
But the party will be, so shut up.
Well, I just want live Snapchat updates from you guys.
It'll probably be fun. My family is always fun, so like hanging out with them all day would be cool. I just don't like This is the first time I've gone back home to my family um, since I started my new career venture, and I don't really feel like talking to a bunch of strangers. Like, what do you do? Naked, mostly.
You're not naked. You act like you do porn. You do modeling. You do cosplay and modeling. You're a media personality. Why don't you go with that
Yeah,
one?
I am a media personality.
You're fucking. You'd be like, I'm building an empire on these nuts, and then just walk away.
Ew. Yeah, I probably just won't talk to anybody.
That sounds sad. I think you should.
Let's
I think you
go
should make
see.
people uncomfortable.
God, I might. I
What is
might.
this? Let's go see Joe.
I might go out of my way. That is the creeper friend of my mother who has sent inappropriate DMs
Oh boy.
and lives like 3 blocks away from my house.
Oh, I just wish that you had a golf cart and just
Oh
like
my
creeped
God.
around your neighborhood.
I'll just ride my bike over.
There you go.
God.
I think
I
that's
feel like, no, we don't have a riding lawnmower.
that would be epic. I don't know. I just think that you and like your sister just hanging out together is usually really freaking funny. So just send lots of updates to me. Thanks. Bye.
I will. I'll send you so many. What? Okay, so you're doing the murder brunch, but that's on Sunday. Are you going to the lake?
Fuck no. I got. Look at this
Sunday?
hair.
Oh.
Do you understand what would happen
What?
if I got in lake water and what kind of rage messages I would be getting all weekend long? I got a blowout, and so now it's like perfectly straight and smooth, and so I'm like, I can't do that. I'm just gonna try and keep this as
It
like
is very
nice as
pretty, and I'm
possible.
jealous.
Just put a wig on, or straighten
Fair
yours.
enough. All right. Yeah, I'm just lazy. I won't lie to you. I could have it. I'm just lazy.
I would have told you to meet me over at the salon, and she could have like done a blowout on you too. Cracker. Oh, I'm sorry. You offended?
Oh my God, she'd have to be able to unknot it. Like, I am offended. So offended.
I haven't
We
heard
can
the
only
deaf
have
dog in a minute.
non-aggressive.
I just called you
I thought
Cracker
she was
because
down there with you.
I have no idea. She's really. I think she might have laid down. Hold on.
You're a psychopath.
No, I can't see her.
How do you lose your dog? She's a big dog.
Probably because I've been paying attention to you. I'm focusing all my energy on like paying attention because like my brain is so ADHD. It's Friday afternoon. I'm all like, let's go. What is that face?
Let's go. I want to know. Okay, so what? Oh, Nick Nurse had an NN hat in the press conference last night, which I assume is his own personal brand or something. Would you wear something that said GAT on it? Like,
Fuck yeah.
I think I would too. Everybody was making fun of it, and I was like, I would absolutely wear anything with my name on it.
I mean, we already like have shirts that are quotes of things that like have been said by us or about us or
Right.
to us. Like there is no level of shame these days.
I would totally put my own name. I mean, like, what is the world anymore besides promoting yourself? Like,
Yeah, and like I don't know,
everybody wants it.
you want to support your friends. I mean, you've been going on an endeavor. Yesterday, like you were set up your shop and you were like, "Oh shit, people are buying all this stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, you dumbass, people like you."
Yeah. It's not even that people like me. I'm just saying that the prices, you could have had my Patreon for the price of a set. So
Oh, that's a good point. That does make more sense.
it was more of the math. It doesn't add up here, fam.
But they
But,
also probably think of a
you know.
monthly thing like that as a commitment, and guys don't like commitment. So maybe there you go.
That is true. The guys don't like commitment, and I think it's easier to hide from your wife, the shop thing, as opposed to a monthly subscription.
Yeah. So, hey, when you're here,
If
you're
I had to
here.
guess.
I'm gonna buy all of
And
them.
that's that.
I'm gonna put them on my walls everywhere.
You should, actually.
I think I should just
Yeah.
have like a
Print
meditation
me
room.
out.
You just look so cute. Just
Shrine.
like, come here.
Oh God.
Let me
Oh
tickle you.
God.
Let me touch your
Where do
feet.
you get a Sprots Steak shirt? You go to the dadbodtees.net, .org, .net.
.net.
dadbodtees.net. Go there, and we have a tab that says Sprots Steaks. You can get anything. I still need a visor.
I just put
Gotta make
out
that happen.
the dadbodtees.net link on the Restream chat. Hopefully
Go.
it shows up. Yay! Look at
You're gonna send the
David.
print.
Oh my God! Yes,
Yay!
Lexi, do that. Do that.
Oh my God.
I
You should.
would die. Like, hey, Joe, did you miss this?
I know, right?
They just show up on
He's
his
so
door.
weird. I blocked him on everything.
Oh my God, that's so necessary. I am sorry. That's like, that sounds
It's gonna
honest
be
to
very
God.
awkward if we run into it. Yeah, because I blocked him.
And binary stereotypes. Damn it,
know.
Megan. Look at that cute ass little profile picture though. That's so cute.
Look at it. Whatever. I mean, the binary thing really bothers me. Like, Jennifer Garner did a commencement speech for her college this weekend, or last weekend, and it was really good. I mean, fairly good. Jennifer Garner, you know, she's kind of boring, but she was doing the commencement speech, and then she went, she was like, allow me to be non-binary for a second, but women, and then went off on like a women thing, like a pro-women thing. And I was just like, I hate this world. I hate it. Hate it. I was watching Tool Time, the very first episode of Tool Time, yesterday, 2
Because
days
of course
ago,
you
something like
fucking
that.
were.
And like, it was on Hulu now. And so the very first episode, he's like, Al hands him a drill, and he's like, no, this is a drill for girls. We need a man drill. It like goes and grabs it. And like the fact that even registered in my brain, like, that couldn't be said anymore. It's so stupid.
The dumbest.
So stupid.
It's the dumbest thing in the world, and nobody understands like how stupid that like you don't even know that it's happening. Like you don't even know that it's like such an issue until someone's like, I'm offended, and you're like, fuck, what did I do now?
I don't get how it's offensive anyway, in my opinion, because like even like you're like men, women, and then like the transgender, as far as I understand, they tend to pick one or the other to identify as, and so they fall under men or women, like as they have chosen. So I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing
whatever.
that I don't get. So I try
I'm
not
so
to like
old
sound,
man on that.
I sound ignorant, like I really do, and I just want people like fucking like I know that it's going into Friday, it's the weekend, nobody's even in their office, so it's gonna be a miracle if people are even like listening to this right now. But it's like it really floored me when I wake up this morning and I'm like meditating on such a great positive day. It was gonna be awesome. I was like, okay, and like honest to God, I was just like, Megan's gonna fix your computer problems. I ain't even worried about it. We got this. And I was like, we're gonna have a good day. And then I see that like Missouri governor signed the bill and looked so fucking happy about basically prisoning women if they decide to do something with their own body that should be their own choice anyways. And I was just like, I just have so many questions with like how this is even possible. It's 2019 and like people are this fucking stupid that you would let a child that you can see in front of your face starve to death, but one that is not even a real thing yet. We're like, let's fucking protect that thing. Like it just breaks my heart. So I just hope people have a weekend where they can realize that this country is not going to shit, but there are a lot of things that we could probably do better. And like maybe letting women be considered humans would be one of them. That's all.
Well, and if you're gonna, like, we have said this over and over again, if you're going to complain or do your little protest or whatever it is you're going to do, fine, as long as you do something that's actually productive. Protests are not productive at all. Like somebody just tweeted the other day, because because Harvey Weinstein got off. He did a deal of some sort with money, and will not be serving any time or anything for all the stuff that he did. The only person out of all of this whole Me Too movement, how many people did we bring up? Like, how many people, blah, 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 blah. The only one that actually went to jail and served any time was Bill Cosby. So, like, we had a whole Me Too movement. We had a secondary movement. I don't even remember what it was. There was 8,000 bajillion protests and all this stuff. But, like, movement is people using the hashtag on Twitter. Like, you're not doing anything.
Not at all. And, like, what good is it for me to dredge up, you know, the things that you and I have both been through, just to, like, let people know that my opinion is validated. Like, I think getting out there and being as strong as you possibly can and making a difference in your community as much as you can, and being there for survivors of this stuff, and like and working hotlines, if that's what you really want to do, get involved with your legislature. But it's like, at the end of the day, it just sends a huge message. Like, no matter how much involved you get, no matter how woke people are in 2019, old dudes that will never have this problem of getting pregnant because they were, you know, in a bad situation, they'll never have to deal with it. So they could just like say, fuck it, if I don't have to deal with it, I'll consider it murder. You don't deserve anything. It's such a fucked up situation. So I'm just hoping that, like, with this energy, if you're going to be mad about it, get out there and do fucking something about it. You know what I did about it? I upped my insurance and I sterilized myself. So that's what I did. That's how I chose to react. Get your fucking tubal ligations and everything done while you can.
While you can.
Before it's a federal offense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. And that was my favorite. I posted it on my Instagram, the copy of the tweet, and I retweeted it. But it was a very conservative man. I don't remember his name now, but he's a conservative politician. Like, his background header photo is of Trump, and it says hashtag Trump something in his bio. And he did a Twitter poll that said, aren't you happy that your mother did not abort you? And it was a yes, no. And 6,000 people voted, and 70% of them said no, that they're not happy that their moms did not abort them.
Yeah, like, do we really need all these
people?
Well,
first of all, to put your shit on Twitter, like, #1 troll city, but it's so funny.
It was. And like, when you see that, like, I don't know, this country, like, had it not been so populated, this country might not be like such a shit like mess of a country. I don't think we'd be nearly as developed and nearly as, like, you know, advanced. But it's like, do we really need this many people? I don't think we do. I think we're good.
Right. And, like, not to be stereotypical, but I'm going to. The typical person that is going to get an abortion is not financially stable. So, and that's why they're getting an abortion. They're being responsible. They know that they cannot bring a kid into this world and take care of it. So that typical person is the one that's going to get an abortion. Now you've outlawed abortion. Okay, fine. So now you are going to be paying welfare for that child to that parent for the next 18 years. Like, why? How is that? Where is the math here?
I don't get it. It's just, to me, I want people to be able to make their own choices and make their own decisions. I think the day that, like, I realized that I've gone full, like, libertarian was when I was told I did. And I was just like, I always want people to be able to, like, you know, do what's best for them socially. And then I think the only thing that the government should regulate is financial and like capital murder stuff. I think everything else should be left to the state to decide shit.
Well, is that not the way it is?
But no, I mean, but like the government just intervenes in everything. So we have so many cases where, well, the government federally bans marijuana. So then, you know, there's people that are in prison, and because of all these loopholes and all these things, there's people in prison just sitting there, even though pot is legal in the state that they got in trouble in now. And it's just like, there's no check and balance system with that. So it just seems out of control right now, but it's not. So I think thanks to the help of Kim Kardashian setting everybody free, maybe the system will get cleaned up in a while. I'm like, how the fuck do we live in a country that fucking Kim Kardashian has helped more people than the fucking, like, the recon teams of all these weed offenses and everything else. Like, how is Kim K using her influence more than, these people knowing that there's innocent people in jail? It's ridiculous. So there's so much more to worry about. And
Well,
that's, scary, but
they're
whatever.
not innocent.
Pot offenses are
I
ridiculous.
I agree that it was ridiculous, but the fact is that they did something illegal. It was illegal at the time, and they knew it. So they broke the law knowingly at the time. Should they still be in jail for pot? No. It's a stupid thing.
Yeah.
They should be working to get them out. But do they deserve to be there technically by the law? Yeah.
Yeah, not for 25 years.
No, I think the sentences and sentencing across the board on anything is ridiculous, even on murder. Like, you can go to jail, I don't even know, I'm not going to get into it, but like manslaughter 1 versus like homicide and all of that, like the differences in jail time is ridiculous. I don't even understand it at all. Like, it makes no sense.
I happen to be
And
number
yeah,
one avoider of the law as much as possible. So I just love the legal system. I think it's amazing.
yay.
Number one, law abiding people.
It doesn't, like, yeah, I don't want to get too far into it, but I'm watching the CR case right now, and uh, when he originally went to jail, he had a lot of money, so he paid for this ridiculously good lawyer. I guess when he got, it's not when he went to jail, but like when they arrested him and were trying him, he has this ridiculously good lawyer, like crazy good criminal lawyer. And because he had the money to afford it, and then when he needed them again, but he didn't have the money to afford it, they gave him this same ridiculously good lawyer as a court-appointed lawyer. So, like, he just got, like, the best criminal defense attorney in the country at criminal or, like, court-appointed price, which nobody else would have access to unless they had access to pay the man that much money in the first place.
Yep.
It's all money. It's crazy. Crazy.
Ugh, I can't.
This is not a court show, sorry.
Da 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 da.
What?
I don't know. I just thought I would break some news.
What?
I realized something very intuitive today. I do not like flavored chapstick because it ruins the taste of whatever drink I'm drinking.
Okay. I can see that.
It's very good.
I've always liked plain anyway. Just like the kind of minty burn.
Minty burn. That's beautiful. No, we like the whole today is just everyone I've talked to is on vacation, not paying attention to a goddamn thing that's going on, and like, hey, when are we gonna start day drinking? I'm like, it is Friday and I did that yesterday. How dare you?
How dare you? We already did that.
Yeah, I'm
well,
looking
we can
forward
head
to
out
just,
and do it anyway.
exactly. We can do whatever we want. So yeah. Yeah, I think that the number one overall thing is be safe this weekend, you guys. I don't want to hear about anybody dying of dumb shit on a boat, dumb shit at a lake, drunk shit, dumb shit, drinking and driving. Don't do shit this weekend.
Be careful. Be vigilant. Some of those Texas lakes, if any of you are down there, literally have people dying all the time. I feel like you just need to pay attention or not go to that one. So,
like, just don't go there. Okay,
read
cool.
up.
Yeah, but we will be back on. Let's see. Next week is gonna be a little bit crazy, starting on Thursday. So next week we'll be back Monday for sure. We're gonna get everything figured out with our internet connection and everything that we have going on. Sorry, but we will be sure to get you guys well notified in advance before the show starts so you can plan your day around it, because why wouldn't you? Hello.
Yay.
We're amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, we're going to have an incredible weekend, and then Monday maybe we'll do a show because it is Memorial Day. Well, I kind of just forgot about that. So we might just be doing one on Wednesday and Friday next week. So
we will post about it.
We'll post about it. We'll keep you posted. But once again, as always, thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Bye.